We're not happy till you're not happy.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Narset Transcendent. This is a 4-mana planeswalker with an obscenely high loyalty that likes it when your deck has as few creatures as possible, because her +1 ability is to look at the top card, and if it is not a creature and not a land, you get to put it in your hand. Narset also has the ability to double cast spells, giving them rebound so they get cast at the start of your next turn, great with extra turn spells, and eventually make it so your opponents can't cast non-creature spells. That's right, that -9 ability is an awful rude one. And in this deck, we have an awful lot of rude spells. We have board wipes, counter spells, things that take our opponents' various permanents or creatures and artifacts, and we can also exile all the creatures in play and turn them into a threat of our own. This is an Azorius control deck, as you can probably tell by looking at it, and that means that it can be very annoying to play against and may not actually win the game before our opponent concedes. So let's take Narset into the queue and start countering and wiping the board as often as we can. Imoti, Celebrant of Bounty. This is a cascading commander that even if you counter the commander itself, they're still going to be getting something on board. Also, once they cast some high-cost cards and with Imoti in play, they'll be cascading some more. I have board wipes in this hand, no ramp, and one counter spell that, again, can only hit one part of their commander. I don't actually have, I don't actually have cards in this deck that hit the whole stack. I'm not running Whirlwind Denial or... is it like Flusterstorm? Is that even in Arena? I feel like it is. I feel like I've played against it before. Good old counter spells with Storm. So they'll be ramping. And hopefully I can do some ramping too, because I have a mana drain. Play my fake land. Okay, Leafkin. They wouldn't be playing Imoti this turn, so I'm going to play Search for Iskanta. I also think that, like, foretelling the Doomscar could have been cute. Like, playing this, going for the foretell. But I'd rather go for setting up and then looking to get a mana drain. Nice. Flusterstorm was the buy a box card from Modern Horizons 3. Oh, like if you pre-ordered the entire... like 50 card or 50 pack bundle, whatever it was. Oh, that would make sense. That's cool. Okay, they are ramped. Put that in the grave. Boop. Put that Hala fountain down. Mind Stone. All right. Into Imoti. So we want to see what they cascade into, what it is that goes on the stack. It's another big piece of ramp. And I think I will let you resolve. And then I want 5 extra mana, so thank you. They're saying nice. Thanks. Don't need that. I do want 5 extra mana, though. Alright, so that leaves me with 5 here. Dang, that's not enough to rebound, discover the formula. I do kind of like this, though. I'm going to start approaching one of the few win cons in the deck, and I'm going to foretell a mystery card. I wonder what it could be. As far as they know, it's probably either Saw It Coming, Doomscar, or Alrund's Epiphany. Maybe a card draw spell. But those are the most likely ones. I'm slowly approaching. Yeah. I can get to 7 mana and get this out. Hi, Imoti. You gonna hit another critter? Saw River's Rebuke there. So there's Oracle of Moldiah. Lets them play lands off the top and play an extra land. They currently have 4 mana, 2 green, 2 colorless, since they have 4 creatures out. And they're going for a Fight Rigging. That's going to change what's on top of their deck because they hide away. Well, I can get the approach back in hand pretty quickly with Search. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you. They're saying good game. Okay. Good game? Why is it good game? Because they ramped a bunch? That's fun. They've been saying nice and GG since the mana drain. Okay. I mean, that's an Immortal Sun. That's fine. Let's see. Put that away. Land? Land! Nice art for the solar transformer. Thank you. So they hit an Immortal Sun. I think they were saying good game. You can't use your commander. Good game. Hello. Yeah. Unless you're like ending the game right now, you should probably stop using that. Okay. Hullbreaker Horror. That's a fun one. It's a good lobster. Let's see what they got under here. Does Seeking shuffle the deck? No. Time Warp. Yeah, that's a helpful one. So I'm going to discover the formula. There's a small chance that I actually get packed off this. Which, by the way, I can't pact a Hullbreaker since, you know, can't be countered. Juicy. You got a fresh attack with a Hullbreaker Horror if you've got some things at instant speed. On top of that, you could even bounce my stuff on the stack. You could pack the Hullbreaker, just be sad if you do. Yup. I don't know why they're oopsing. Hello? I'm about one emote away from muting this person. I don't think they quite know how to communicate with their opponents. Could Seeking have put the approach closer to the top? Yeah. So, like, I do not know the position of the approach now because we did grab 3 random cards. Cool elf. They put this back in hand. I wonder if the oops was them because they could trigger this again during their turn? Like, get another spell off it? Sure. I mean, you're already drawing extra cards. Do I think they'll print any more alchemy cards into paper, like with mystery boosters too? Probably. There's some kind of iconic digital-only cards now that I wish that they would change, but they don't. Fight Riggin? Now, usually there's not too many counter spells in their deck, but they are leaving up blue mana, so we'll see if they end up, like, playing that Mind Stone. Again with the oops. All right. So let's start with... Let's start with what if your lobster were a toy? Okay, that's a good toy lobster there. I feel like hitting the Immortal Sun would be pretty nice for me, but I also just like time warping. It's a 3/5 lobster. It's a nice, strong lobster. It's not a rock lobster. It's a sassy lobster. Imoti coming down, cascading, probably hitting some ramp. Yep, that's a Llanowar Visionary. And with these two resolving, Nylea will be able to attack. So now they have a nice 5/6 Indestructible God. Cool to rebound the Time Warp. That is one of the things we do with this deck. Beans! Hey, where's the delicious snacks? One moment. At some point I must have shuffled. Oh, no, there it is. I was like, I could have sworn we were going to hit it. There it is. Approach of the second sun. We have approached. And we win. Roxanne Starfall Savant. This is the kitty cat that throws rocks at things. I like the River's Rebuke, Memory Lapse. Hopefully I will be able to cut them off. But Gruul Colors has a lot of ways to stop counter spells. In fact, that's one of the things that they are best at doing, is getting around us countering things. They're also very good at ramping and throwing rocks at me, which, how dare you, Roxanne? No turn one ramp is a good sign. This could also be the more kind of like slow and steady version of Roxanne. We'll see. I don't think I want Elspeth Conquers Death. I feel like it's going to be kind of slow against them. Nice. Board wipes are cool. A Gorblini! Okay, you can have your Gorblini. This is a discount. Galagreeters. Oh, that's a fun one. And a Llanowar Loam Speaker. Bunch of little critters. So no, this is definitely not the slow and steady version of Roxanne. This is the come at me bro version of Roxanne. I could either Day of Judgment here and hope they don't get a land, or I could just hold up my Memory Lapse and everything else. I'm gonna go for the Day of Judgment here. All right, take that out. Great. And here she comes, Roxanne. Gonna rocks your world. I love the little kitty cat meow. I could kill her. Or I could let her smash. Kind of like holding up the counter spells here. I'll do that. Little Miss Meow Meow. Do damage to my face. My turn? Okay. Oh, I was hoping for a land. Cool, we got one coming up next turn. Let's see if they aim this damage at Narset. They aim not the combat damage, but yes, the rock. One Llanowar Elf. All right, you got anything bigger or scarier in that hand? No. I could minus, and that would River's Rebuke twice. That's kind of cute. I could also Cleansing Nova. I am putting on Rebuke in here. Huh. Our Revelation's also kind of fun. The trouble with Roxanne is she's going to keep getting this like on-enter damage and this on-enter ramp. Oh, somebody's saying, why is Memory Lapse good? It can be a very difficult card to deal with. Oh, nice! That's a great ramp enabler, or haste enabler. Enduring Courage. You essentially take a person's spell, turn it into their next draw, which can really mess a lot of things up. What's on top? Polluted Delta. Cool. Got 4 damage. Chillin'. Vibing, hanging. Let's start with... Ooh, do I want something that costs 5? Because it's probably going to be an extra turn. Yeah, I do. They don't like that. Not sure I had a way to, like, actually win that game, but they weren't here for it, so I guess that means victory for me. Look, I did win the game. Did I actually have to win the game to win the game? No, but I won the game. So it counts. The first sliver, a cascading commander that's going to be finding probably lots of 5-color good stuff. Alright, well, they saw my commander and turned around and left. Really? Even though you have Cascade? A lot harder for me to stop Cascade. Alright, fine. GG. Vorinclex. He's big, he's green, and he has reach. This is the Vorinclex that will grab them a couple of forests when he enters play. And also can flip over, get you big mill, bunch of creatures, bunch of counters, and then a bunch of fights. Generally a very good card and a big green stompy boy. Seriously, 5 mana 6/6. The trample and reach is very real. They're going to ramp. Alright. I have board wipes, so I guess that's fine. I also have Narset, and I'll bring her out, and I'm gonna plus her, and I can take the, like, 3 turns in a row. Ooh, what is this? House Melt! Oh my god, I would love to turn Vorinclex into an enchantment that can't do anything. He'll get me all of the forests out of my deck. None of them. So Narset, with her stupid high loyalty, hardly takes a hit here. Yeah, alright. I like a bunch of extra turns. So we take an extra turn. We take an extra turn. Turns are turning around. Ooh. Yeah, ramp. Ramp good. Alright, nice. I guess. GG. Omnath, Locus of the Royal. This is the landfall. Draw a card, Omnath, but only when you have enough lands in play. They're going to try to get to 8 lands, and then lots and lots and lots more lands. It's a bit like Tatiova, but oh, okay. I don't even get to finish explaining what they do. Because they saw Narset and they left. Oh, I see! A fellow Narset Transcendent. Looks like there's 2 villains in the queue here. Now, I have removal for their Narset, and then I have something that's not going to do anything. I think this is a little better. I want to have Planeswalkers. I think Narset against Narset for nasty Narset action. Yeah, we're nasty with Narset. They went first, though, which means they can hold up the first counter spell. Land, go. Land, go. So I happen to know that Covert Go Blue, CGB, had also published a deck list for Narset. And that means that there's a chance that if we're running into a Narset, it's their version. His version is similar to mine, but also has more, apparently, just destroy everything cards. Here, have a Narset. Okay. Everybody in chat knows I don't have the patience for control mirrors. Okay, I think this is CGP's list. You want to know how I think that? Rustic study. This will pass the runtime of the video. Yeah. Once I have this down, we can also just deny some extra card draw. Just a couple of guys. Narset. What do I have? All right, so I have single target removal. I can grab board wipe. I think I kind of want more counter spell. Grab that. Yeah, just a couple of decks with no win cons. Hey, my deck has more win cons than your version. CGP's in my chat right now. I think I put in more things that, like, make tokens. Oh, look, a land. I actually wanted a land. All right, Midnight Clock, Bing Bong Ding Dong. Do I feel like paying the one? Am I going to be bolting this in as a land anyway? Decline, have your card draw. You can have one per turn. I won't pay on the second, though, because it won't do anything. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Narset, get out of here. Oh, they left her in there. I think it's time for big board wipes. Chat, what do you think? Now, they could just destroy all the enchantments and artifacts. They could bounce this. They could wait a turn or two. That one. Like the text, your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. Yeah, whatever. Have a card. I don't care. Decline. No more lies. I can't pay the 3, but I can pay 2 to try to counter their counter. Let's see if they've got a counter from my counter on my counter. They do. Okay, so Spell Pierce. They do not want Teferi resolving. Apologize for my cough. I am still recovering from that flu. Do we need some Flusterstorms up in here? I am not putting Flusterstorm in this deck. I do think, I think Whirlwind Denial's a cute one. Ooh, the Sink into Stupor again. Cool. Pass the turn. I want to discover the formula. I think they should put this card in Mystery Boosters and then put Plankton on it. You know what? Put it in the SpongeBob Secret Lair. I want to discover. No, I'm not paying the one. I don't care. You already drew a card this turn. Alright, they're washing away my not technically card draw. Just double checking my taps here. Yep, those look fine. No, I don't care. Have your card draw. Narset in, Narset. Sitting in a tree. Please, they need to be Kissing. I have to put it back in my hand. Do I feel like countering that? Not really. Cool. Yeah, we got all these creature hate cards that just are not going to be doing much for me. Once again, Narset. Actually, we'll pay the 1 this time. Bam. Look at that. Oh, they're drawing a card! After I declined them drawing a card. 2 people saying no to each other? Yeah. I mean... Okay. I'm sure this is fun for somebody. Is it fun for me? This is not my style of gameplay, as I think many of you know. Who's gonna... I mean, I have a win con in hand. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough mana to play it and protect it with a counterspell. That's where I've run into the problem here of... I just haven't quite had enough mana for it. I'll pay the 1 because I can't afford to counter stuff here anyway. You think Drago can be fun? It can be. It's just not my thing. So I'm almost at midnight, which means that I can... You sure you want to do that with Narset out? So they get to draw 1 and then put 2 cards back. I have a creature on the board! And it's almost midnight! They drew -1 cards. Yeah. Again, like, we know that they've had a way to free Narset. They can destroy the midnight clock before midnight because they have a Cleansing Nova. They've had a Cleansing Nova. Okay, there it is. So, they have freed Narset. Narset. Aw, a Stifle? Okay, this is totally CGB's list. Okay. They blew themselves. Thank you, Narset. Narset. Do you want to stifle this? You guys, they stifled it! I'm taking your Narset. This is mine. I brought it from home. I know 88 ways to look at the planes on top of my deck. Guys, I just have to ult their Narset. I just have to ult their Narset. Outplayed, baby! Let's go! Satoru, the Infiltrator. This is the Satoru that draws on things coming into play by not being cast or not being paid for, being reanimated, blinked, ninjutsu'd, all sorts of things. I have a way to turn one thing into a toy, but then they can just ninjutsu it away. I think I should mulligan. Stern Scolding's probably helpful. Stops the commander at least. And I'll start with the Mesa. With the Mesa. I don't think CGB would have brainstormed in that game. You're right. In the Narset mirror match. I'll take that. Yeah, any Gungan chats like their Misas. Oh no! It's uncounterable! My one weakness. Cavern of Souls. Hey. It's fine. I don't even have a second white source. I said I don't even have a second white source. Do I have a Field of Ruin in my deck? You can always see my deck list if you're watching this live by typing !deck. Pretty sure I have a Field of Ruin in the deck. For situations like these. Also, manlands. Wait, what? Alright, fine. Bonny Pall, Clear Cutter. Lady with a cow, does a lot of ramping, drawing cards, and also just like big stuff. I have some turn 2 ramp into a turn 3 counter spell, but they go first and they can ramp really hard. Using the combination of tempo and blue and ramp and green means that they can get out Llanowar Elves, Kami Bamboo Groves, all sorts of things, growth spirals, and also have a mana drain or two in the deck to take me down a notch. I'm still keeping this hand though. Keep. Nice command tower. Not gonna save that, even though it is kind of fun with like Narset's -2 on the rebound. Lord Discobra. It's a little hissy baby. Landfall, good with Bonny Pall. Oh, somebody's asking, why doesn't Narset match as high as something like Teferi? The answer is, to me at least, because Narset does not have any removal on her. She's insanely high loyalty, which means that creature decks are gonna have to work really hard to take her out, but she doesn't actually interact with the board when she's in play. She's just kind of there. Oh, an Allosaurus Shepherd. Aw, my Kindred Denial, unless they cast a blue spell, in which case it's fine. I guess I could go for Narset instead then. To start digging for like board wipes. Yeah, I like that. That's a land, Narset. Ma'am? Land? Is it time for big cows? I think it's time for big cows. Yeah, Allosaurus Shepherd is going to make any of their green spells uncounterable. Do they have a land in the grave? They don't. So they can get one from here. Hedge Maze. Blossom. Revealing. And that's just what I needed. I will play this Plains. Happy for colorless. I'm just making sure it's leaving up this. Perfect. And now I also have a wash away in case they want to replay Bonny. Nope, it's Coma! And Coma can't be countered. I will need another board wipe to deal with that, since the ward cost makes it kind of hard to deal with otherwise. Let's see, I can not do much of that. Let's see what we hit on the plus. That is a Seachrome Coast. I can give myself multiple targets using Teferi. Gonna go with a classy little let it happen. By the way, Narset is only Narset is a distraction here because this will not get them snakes. This is only triggering on damage to a player.
My mind needs a rest.
My turn. All right. Full bing bong. Still not quite enough to like tuck that. 2, 3. I could still Teferi and then plus to keep distracting. I like it. Let's go. See what I draw. Enters Restoration. That'll get them a bunch of lands. Oh, an extra little spell there. I guess I don't need to hold up both Wash Away and Kindred Denial. Playing Authority to consoles is kind of nice. I think I'll just hold up the Kindred Denial. And, I guess, Pact. Yeah, this Koma is still good. Hi, Bonnie. Okay, I'm trying to think of the 6 drops in my deck. For Kindred Denial. Who's honking outside? All right, Teferi down. Yeah, I think Rebuke and Wanderer. And discover the formula. Let's see what I get off Key to the Archive. I should have manually tapped, so it was leaving this up. So I have a board wipe or I have a time warp. I will take the board wipe. I will drop Authority of the Consoles. And I'm just going to blast the Coma. Void Winnower. Okay. I'll pay 5 for that. Which I suppose will win me the game. It's almost midnight. Well, it's halfway to midnight. And, yeah, we can keep denying them things. GG. Iroas, God of Victory. I don't actually know what this one does. Hey, Iroas. Creatures get menace. Prevent damage dealt to attacking creatures. Well, you know what? That's great, because I don't have, like, blockers in this deck. So, yeah, your creatures will have menace. And I won't be dealing damage to them, because I don't have ways to deal damage to them. I'll play the Otawara here. I have access to the Stern Scolding, which should be able to hit something early. I'll play the Verge, followed by the Plains. So I can get the mana drain mana up. What is my tea of choice? It is peppermint tea with honey. A Boros Challenger. Oh, it has a toughness of 2 or less. Or a power of 2 or less. Perfect. All right, no Boros aggro for you. I'm now holding up Stinkin' to Stupor. Yeah, sure. Stinkin' to Stupor and mana drain. Getting the mana drain out lets me bring out the Narset so I can just start chilling and plussing or minusing and whatever else. All right, mana drain on Squee or Sink into Stupor. I'm going to mana drain that. Yep, gives me lots of tasty mana. 3 extra. They can bring that out from the graveyard eventually. Right, I don't need that. Plussin. Ooh. Removal. You like the little 8-bit Ajani my opponent has? Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, I'm still trying to soothe my sore throat from that flu, so been drinking tea like non-stop. So Narset, with her silly high loyalty, should probably prove a bit of a distraction. Nope, that's a great card. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Starts with a goblin that makes treasures, then a little bit of lootin', and then turns into Kiki Jiki. But like discount Kiki Jiki. Plussin. Ooh, a cool rock. I love cool rocks. Maybe I want to exile that. Or do I care? Not sure I really do. I'm gonna chill with my dismiss or this miss being held up. Hello, would you care for some treasures? That discard also helps feed into escaping Squee. Yeah, this Narset was added into Arena with Pioneer Masters. That's what this spyglass symbol is. Ooh, Roberto of the Riche. I will dismiss this. I don't want them getting card advantage. They can play Iroas post-combat after they make their little treasure. And yes, if I'm still following Legends of Runeterra, no. Since they kind of made the announcement that they were not going to be releasing sets for PvP, I just stopped, even though I do like Legends of Runeterra. Is it time for Iroas? No, Enduring Courage! Good haste enabler, gives buffs too. Lesson. Cool. I don't have many creatures or creature-like things in the deck. So this is me just, you know, hanging out. They don't have enough devotion for Iroas to be able to attack, but if they play Iroas, I won't be able to block because Menace. Is this standard? No, this is what's called Brawl, formerly known as Historic Brawl. Goldspan's going to let those treasures each tap for 2. You want to attack with everything at Narset? You can kill her! Congratulations. Leaves them with 4 mana post-combat. Move my commander to the command zone, yes please. Yeah, that was my life gain in the command zone. I spent 4 mana and I gained a lot of life. Do you want to play Iroas? No, a Snuggling Copter. Ooh. I could go for a Time Warp. For no particular purpose. Yeah. I mean, no, I'm exploring. See, look, I'm ramping. I'm going to Pull of the Mist Moon. Kick it. Throw one of those on the dog. And then the Solar Transformer is going to get the ability to exile something, so I'm going to throw that down. No more dragons. And because I have a midnight clock, I am going to just throw down some extra lands here. I'm still at my starting life total, which feels kind of nice. They have enough in the graveyard, because it's exile 4 others, if they would like to bring out Squee. Somebody's asking, okay, if I were to ult Narset and prevent my opponent from casting non-creature spells, would they be able to cast their commander? Yes, because he's always a creature on the stack. Hi, Ragavan! Oh, and Krenko with haste. I'm gonna make some Garblins. Have I wiped the board yet? No, that's impressive. All right, I'll just make the hours grow. What do you steal? Hey, it's a board wipe! Oh, I wanted that. That was gonna be my board wipe, Ragavan. Huh, but what about second board wipe? I can play Narset. I like that more than playing Wandering Emperor here. And plus it up. If I wanted to be real rude, I could have also, like, done the rebound thing, but that would have put Narset into range of being killed by Smuggler's Copter. They got Denna the Bugbear able to make some goblins, Squee as well, and Iroas still not landing. Ooh, Jarun Hazaret! So they have an empty hand, which means that this is going to be able to attack right away and potentially get them a free spell. Now, if they have a legendary, then they get it. They did not have one in the top 6 cards. All right, great. Narset gets bonked, down to 2 loyalty. You've gained me so much life. Something very notable here about this Jarun Hazaret. It's not tapped because it's vigilant at this moment in time, which makes my life more difficult. I can make them cast it again. It is hour 7. Well, she doesn't have vigilance if they have 2 or more cards in hand. And this probably makes it look a lot like I have a counterspell in hand. And I do technically have a counterspell in hand. All right, they're going for Jarun Hazaret again. Jwari Disruption would just make them use up that treasure token. Who do you attack? Also, I wonder if they hit anything this time. You got... maybe I have a choice between 2? Which legend are you bringing out? Aw, Magda! Alright, I will protect Fox Jace here. The Foxy Jace. By making a wee samurai to stand in the way of a human and a god.
Let your blade do the talking.
Here we go. Boop. Well, I've got this mana up. I think I do want to bop that. Yeah, I'm gonna bop their Den of the Bugbear. It's like I'm considering between that and Arena of Glory. But it's a lot easier for me to deal with the Hasty Boys. They have a way to tap Magda. Using the Smuggler's Copter, getting extra treasures. Narset, what's on top? Thank you.
Plan and succeed.
Considering using Jace's ability first, but now I'm just gonna cast Seagate. Draw 3. I'm going to put Jarun Hazaret back in hand. Because I did get a counterspell here that I would very much like to use, and it is Desertion.
We must protect.
It's a stealing spell for stealers. The fact that I have 3 planeswalkers out here is so obnoxious. It's crime. It's good crime. It puts artifacts or creatures that are cast under my control. Why have a win con that I have to put in the deck when I can just take their win cons? It's easier this way. They can still kill one of the planeswalkers with the Smuggler's Copter. Ooh, wait, they're doing something else. Kari Zev with haste. I don't really want Karizev. Nor do I care if these die that much. Or, like, I can bounce things with the Cyclonic Rift if I feel this is necessary. They're leaving up one of those haste manas. Waiting to see what else they cast. Are you going to bring out that Jeroen Hazaret? Please? Thank you. Okay. And that's what I wanted. If they're willing to sacrifice Karizev, they can take out 2 Planeswalkers. Because Karizev comes with a free monkey. It's 9 p.m. for anybody wondering. Nifty. I don't have any legendary creatures in my deck because I only technically have 1 creature. So, like, this isn't gonna hit for me. Taking out the Sky Pirate. Jason the Wanderer. Also killed. It's 10 p.m. Oh, rebounding. Cyclonic Rift seems obnoxious. Don't need to do it, though. Okay, that's planes.
Free the fist.
Pull in the graveyard. Attack with that because it's good. Attack with both. Yeah, because I'm going to be rifting. Nifty. Obnoxious is what this deck is. It sure is. Back in hand. No attackers. How do I get cards for this format? I have a lot of cards for this format just because I've been playing for a long time. And we're just going to use this up because... Bing bong, it's midnight. I'll just actually do this right now. Whee! Yippee! All right, let's see what's on top. It's Dovin's Veto.
Prepared this for you.
Great. Do I want a smuggler's copter? I do want a smuggler's copter. You can get cards for this format by opening them in packs, by getting them in drafts. Oh, hey, Assemble Legion. I didn't know you got in here. This is one of my favorite cards for Commander. I don't think it works that well for 1v1, just because it's a little too pricey.
Let your blade do the talking.
And now, with our tokens here, throw up, swing in, and that should be lethal. Boop. Wow, I actually ended a game. That's surprising. GG. Tasigur, the Golden Fang. Mills himself so he can discount himself using Delve. I have a Tasigur deck. It's a pod deck. It turns Tasigur into things that are more impressive than Tasigur, like Hullbreaker Horror. Which, yeah. If you can cast Tasigur for 1 mana and then turn him to something that costs 7, that's good value. I've also run into a lot of Tasigur decks that are just Sultai good stuff. Ooh, a clone. I have counter spells and an extra turn. Deathrite Shaman. No more lies. If I wanted to, I could mana drain that just to play Narset next turn, but I don't really care about that. I would far rather, like, hit Tasigur, since that's 6 mana, which I can use for nothing important. You think that Tasigur is more impressive than Hullbreaker Horror because he has bananas? He does have bananas. Ooh, search for his Kanta. I will hit that. That is a way for them to repeatedly surveil. And also, it's just a good card. Let's see if this resolves. They are using a fetch here. That fetch could be to grab a land for a Spell Pierce or something along those lines. Oh, they shocked in a breeding pool. What's it for? Dispel. Which spell? That spell. All right, so they really want that search for his can to resolve. That's cool. Narset. Plussin. What's on top? It's a land. But I know what a land can be. 3 turns in a row. And that's just card advantage. Also, I guess getting Narset numbers. Narset numbers is good. If I kept whatever the card was on top. Do you want to play Tasigur? You have the mana. Rebounding extra turns? Yes. So they're in black, which means they do have lots of good ways to just kill Narset. Shuldred's Edict to make me sacrifice her. Bitter Triumph. There are ways to directly kill her without having to deal damage. Ristic Sight. So this is absolutely just a, like, pile. Value pile. Do I feel like... Let's think of just plus in here. Yep. Ooh, cool rock. I'll even pay the 1. Yeah, I imagine you're playing, like, Emergent Ultimatum and some similar pieces. Find out. Here comes Tasigur, being cast for the low cost of 1 mana. And they also exiled everything in their graveyard. In their deck, I mean, you don't have to choose to transform as Kanta. It seems like their deck is running a ton of non-creature spells, though, so there's a pretty good reason to do it. I am going to Cyclonic Rift here. Paying the 1. And this is just me trying to get interaction out from them. So now they only have 1 black mana up. Now they have none black mana up. They have 3 lands. All right, here comes Flood Farm Verge. Do I feel like just ulting the Narset? I'm gonna take the pile of turns. Yeah, I pay the 1. Yeah, I'll pay the 1. I'm just doing this to get potential card advantage. And since we have another extra turn after... Yes, I'll pay the 1, Ristic Study! I have a creature now. But your mind is blown. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could have just ticked up Narset and then taken the extra spell so I could -9 her. Getting my foretell, swinging him for 2. Great. And they know about Wash Away. Somebody's asking about which cards have regenerate in arena. No, I'll protect my Narset. And win the game. Cool. GG, Tasigur. Chulane, Teller of Tales. Chulane concedes on turn 0. Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim, a mono blue card draw commander. These board wipes in my hand don't look so good, so I'm gonna throw those back, see what else I can get. Counterspell, again with board wipes. That's fine. I'll start with this Witch Enchanter. Which one? This one. Playing that as a land, so I have access to white mana soon. Now I have a kill spell and a counter spell. I don't know how many creatures they'll play. There are some creatures that care about, like, drawing extra cards. Will they be playing them? Don't know. Yeah, they probably have more counter spells than me. Yeah, look at that Archmage's Charm. Good at stealing Delighted Halflings. I haven't gotten to do that yet with this deck. Ooh, something has been foretold. Is it an extra turn? Is it anything? Me, sitting here. Counterspell. Which one? Ooh, Jawari Disruption. Nice. I cannot pay the 1. Oh, they got a guy. I want one too.
I'm sure I'll laugh about this later. I'm finished running from battles I might not win. There is much the past can teach us.
So let's see if they just like draw a bunch of cards and kill my Teferi clone. Are there any Foretell Planeswalkers? I don't believe so. Oh, that'll work. Time Warp lets them attack Teferi twice.
Not back in town.
It also lets them play Teferi again since they got to 7 mana.
Running out of time.
Oh wait, they're taking another extra turn. Winter Moon! Ah, my non-basics. Giving me choices here. I need access to my mana. Let's see if this resolves. Flare of Denial. And they seek, which is not card draw. The spirit doesn't trigger. See if they play Teferi. Nope, because they want to hold up counter magic. I'll try to wipe the board. Long Rivers Pull. That is so weird. That's the second time I've seen that spell today. Whack. Oh, they are just about at lethal. There we go. Them drawing the extra cards will take me out. Mono Blue has done the tempo swing. And we die. GG Teferi. Nashi, Illusion Gadgeteer, enters the battlefield and recurs spells from the graveyard, or well, any cards from the graveyard, and does so by making secret copies of them and adding them into hand. This hand, we've got some mana rocks to help with the ramp. We've got a board wipe, a blinker, and whatever you want to call Approach to the Second Sun. One of the few ways to win. Holding up blue. That's right. Makes us look scary. Ooh. I like Fractured Identity. But you guys know I just like stealing. Playing lands. Playing rocks. Oh, daytime, nighttime? Nighttime, daytime. Ooh, I'll drop the Hour of Revelation because right now I feel like I'm going to be the one committing to the board. I will try to land Narset. Good chance it gets countered because Nashi does that stuff. Yeah, Nashi could be played as a blink deck. It is typically not played as a blink deck, though. Okay. With 4 mana, they can flash out Nashi, bring back Weave the Nightmare. I'm going to try to play Narset again. She lands, we plus.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost.
Oh, they're going to make they're going to make Narset not do anything.
Organization is never
I kind of like shocking this in to make it look like I've got Wash Away. It's worth the 2 life. So now Narset can't be activated. So she's just going to chill, vibe, and hang. I'm going to play Approach to the Second Sun. Because I got to play it twice. We may as well play it the first time, right? Fast as intervention, they are countering it. The good news is I've got lots of mana. Throwing down the Eternal Wanderer. I can blink artifacts with this and creatures with this, but not Tamios. So here we go, a Samurai.
Thank you for your help.
Hey, Nash, you coming out? No, you're not, you silly rat. Get out of here. I know. How am I supposed to have the second sun now? I would like to draw a card. I'm gonna drop White Sun's Twilight. I know, it's another one of the potential win cons. But clearly we need counter spells. It's all up to you, 2/2 Samurai. Hold up, how much does that leave me with? 2? Okay, that's enough for the Tail's End. Okay. Go get him, kids. It's gonna become nighttime. I'm gonna drop this silly rock. Whee! Go get him, Samurai. You're the best. Little guy Samurai. If they play something else that I can have as a target for this Tamios completion, I mean, maybe. Yeah, you get to resolve.
The regrets of the dead are the sweetest in
I will Tail's End that. And rather than attack that, I want an Ashiok. This is mine. I'm gonna put the Tamios completion back in their hand.
thy succulent auras.
And they're gonna concede because we have way more resources than them. And I've at least temporarily freed my girl. GG Nashi. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Narset is very mean, and a lot of people just kind of leave because they don't want to play against her. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 different early concessions during this recording where people just kind of didn't put up with, you know, Narset. I think 3 of the 4, by the way, just kind of saw that they were against Narset and left, because she's an Azorius control commander. Is she a Teferi Time Raveler, Teferi Hero of Dominaria? No, I would say that she's a little bit better against like pure weenie aggro decks just because of her silly high loyalty, but she's much worse against a lot of other control decks because she doesn't interact that much with the board until she gets to that -9 ability, and then she's very good against them again. This deck is not my typical fare, but I figured I should give it a shot because she got added to Arena, and you can play her as commander. So if you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description below. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, especially one that has recently come to Arena, even talking about things from like Duskborn and Bloomburrow, we've also got Pioneer Masters, which is what this is from, and Foundations Jumpstart. So many new cards to play with while we wait for Aether Drift to come out. Please let me know if you have a suggestion for a new commander. Just leave a comment and be like, hey, Amy, you know what time it is? And I'll be like, no, what time is it? And you'll name some card I've probably never even heard of. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.